1 week away from the election. Tonight, we hosted the final face-off between candidates to lead Minnesota's largest city. Esme Murphy's here to analyze the debate between the candidates for Minneapolis mayor. Esme, what are the biggest takeaways?
Well, Frankie, it was civil, it was informative, and at times it got a little heated, starting with Mayor Jacob Frey and Senator Omar Fateh debating defunding the police.
Senator Fateh has clearly stated that he wanted to defund the police. That is not the right route in Minneapolis. We need to build back the police department.
Absolutely, I did support that. And that was meant to have a public safety system in which you have an Office of Public Safety, Department of Public Safety, and law enforcement police under that, because that's what neighbors wanted.
On homeless encampments, these two major candidates differed sharply. Fateh arguing Mayor Frey's approach is inhumane.
Bulldozing them block by block is not a solution. Bulldozing our neighbors does not house them, and it only allows another encampment to prop up. Yes, there's gun violence going to happen. Yes, there's trafficking that's been happening under the mayor's watch.
Frey fired back when all options are exhausted. It's about safety.
When services have been offered repeatedly and declined, we do close the homeless encampment. Therein lies the difference between what I am saying we should do and what Senator Fateh is saying we should do. He has very clearly stated that he would not close a homeless encampment for any reason, including a mass shooting.
Frey and Fateh again sparred over whether, as Fateh had suggested, Minneapolis police should be able to arrest federal agents on the streets of Minneapolis.
So my simple question to Senator Omar Fateh is this: how will you arrest federal agents? How will you have MPD arrest people with bigger guns than we have in a situation that is blatantly against the law?
Why don't you answer, Senator, and then we'll get the other guys.
No, thank you. Simply enforcing the law, and that's a cute soundbite, but again, he's unable and unwilling to do so because the same people that bankrupt the Trump campaign to put him into office, to push for these exact same unconstitutional violations and policies have been bankrolling his campaign.
That's not answering the question.
And there was a spirited back and forth with Fateh, Dwayne Davis, and Jazz Hampton insisting they had not formed a coalition to block votes from Frey.
Well, I want to disabuse anybody of any notion that voters who are exercising their right and their choices are choosing that doesn't mean that there is some kind of alliance that I'm running to prop up anybody else.
Another key factor in this race will be turnout. In 2021, Minneapolis had a 54% turnout. That was the highest Minneapolis turnout for a city election in 45 years, Frank. So far, early voting has been heavy, so we could be heading to yet another city election over 50%.
Well, it's good people are participating. Any idea who that benefits, though?
You know, it's not clear, but we do know that there's been very heavy voting, early voting in Ward 6, which is the largest East African community in the entire state. So obviously that would benefit Omar Fateh. It's not clear, though, also, is it just people getting used to this way of voting? You know,
voting early.
Voting early. Back in the day, people didn't do it that way. More and more people are comfortable with it.
We'll find out in a week.
Yes.
All right. Thanks, Esme.